She was given a second chance, but missed every opportunity to take it. No reporting, no job, no address, just silence. And now, Marcy Rose Martinez must face the judge with nothing but excuses. What she says and how the judge responds will leave you stunned.
That's what you're here for, attempted fraud. So you are able to find a ride to steal from this person. And the complainant in this case, guess what? That complainant has to go out and who knows, maybe find a ride to change all of his bank accounts, to find a ride. The record for the state.
I think I'll wait for the state.
All right, Mr. Leal, if you'll move over so she can come through. No, the Ms. Martinez, okay.
Albert Chávez for Ms. Martinez.
And are you Ms. Martinez? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Marcy Rose Martinez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 4966 for the offense of attempted fraudulent use or possession of identifying information on August 26, 2021 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 5 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Marcy Rose Martinez, the then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December of 2022 in violation of condition number 5.
All right, so are you reading from the original motion to revoke?
Judge, it says your state supplement.
I don't have the state supplemental. Did you review the supplemental motion from the state to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney?
We reviewed the one she has. State's motion to supplement any motion to enter adjudication of guilt.
All right, Ms. Martinez, did you review that with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the violation of condition number 5, how do you plead? True or not true? I'm sorry? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? You need to say yes or no and speak up. Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation? I'm sorry, this is a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with this paperwork. All right. So you're looking at up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand?
You need to speak so she can type it.
No, the answer is yes or no. Do you understand?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
No.
All right, you want,
I think she's a little confused.
all right, so here's the thing. You've pled true to violation of condition number 5. Do you understand that? You need to say yes or no.
Yes.
All right, so you understand that you've pled true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that in violation of condition number 5, they're saying that you didn't report?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you want to plead true to that? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, do you understand because you've pled true to that, regardless of whatever agreement you have with the state, I can revoke you and sentence you up to a year in the Bexar County Jail
Yes, ma'am.
and up to a $4,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes.
Knowing all those things, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There's not, Judge.
Judge, if I may, so there were some other violations, and I didn't say, but we're waiving it again, because just proceeding with the one that we read. We don't have an agreement, and the state is asking that to enter an adjudication of guilt against the defendant, revoke for community supervision and sentence her to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail.
All right, and what are you requesting?
Judge, I'm requesting reinstatement and I'd like to call my client as a witness.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Marcy Rose Martinez.
Yes.
Thank you. So Ms. Martinez, you entered into a term of probation with the state back in 2001.
Yes, sir.
And when you did that, were you reporting to probation in person?
No, I didn't report.
How were you supposed to report?
Going to the office.
Okay,
Going to the office.
and
All right, so
so,
here's the thing. You're whispering. The court reporter cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. So the testimony that your attorney is seeking to elicit from you, if you want me to make a decision on what you're saying, I need to hear you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you may continue.
thank you. And so, were you asked to report by Zoom?
I'm not sure. I couldn't hear because the phone kept on breaking up.
Were you doing your orientation on the phone
And I was doing my court on the phone, on Zoom.
when you entered your plea?
Yes.
Okay, and so after you entered your plea, did you talk to someone from probation?
No, I wasn't able to do it.
Did anybody from probation call you?
No.
Did you call them?
No, because I didn't, well, I did, because I got to hear her, she said that my probation officer's name, so I tried getting a hold of her. Then, but I didn't get no answer, they didn't come back.
Okay, at the time, where were you living?
I was homeless at the time.
Did you have a car?
No,
Did you have a job?
no,
Were you living on the street?
Mhm.
And so,
All right, so here's the thing. You need to stop with this stuff because guess what? The court reporter cannot take down and when they look at the record, doesn't mean anything to anybody. Do you understand? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 38.
All right, so you're going to have to open your mouth and speak so that the court reporter can hear you and so that I can hear you. You may continue.
thank you, Judge. And so you were homeless, you didn't have a car, didn't have a place to live, didn't have a job?
Yes,
And so, since then, here we are, 2025, when did you get arrested? Approximately,
recently,
yes,
on the 12th.
okay, and, were you charged with a new offense?
No.
Have you been charged with any offense since 2021?
No,
And so were you homeless when you got arrested this time?
Yeah.
Okay, and, what's gonna be different this time if the judge would consider keeping you on, probation?
you know, this time hopefully I'm trying to get into maybe for hope so that way I can stay on top of that. Of that.
I can't hear. It's mumbling.
You gotta speak up, please.
Maybe I can't open my phone. I can't open it.
So what would be different this time?
I'm trying to get help, you know, I'm trying to take my classes and stuff like that, everything that I need to take care of.
Okay, do you have any family support here in town?
No,
Do you have any adult children?
no,
Any siblings or parents?
no.
Okay. And so if the judge does give you probation, you're gonna try and go to Haven for Hope and see if they'll let you stay in the courtyard or something?
No, once I sign in, then I have to wait. She said like 2 weeks, maybe not even 2 weeks, maybe a week to get into the site, so that way I'll be signing.
Okay, all right. Thank you. No further questions, Judge.
Any other questions?
Yes. Ms. Martinez, so when you were placed on deferred adjudication back in 2021, you provided an address of 1919 Jamar to probation. So were you living at that address at that time?
I was, but my friend, she got kicked out.
Okay. And so did you notify probation that the address had changed?
No, because I have no idea.
Okay. And were you aware that probation had went to that address multiple times to try to get in contact with you?
No, because we would have gone through that.
Okay. And as part of your conditions, you were allowed to report virtually, but you were also provided the option to report in person. So did you ever make any attempts to go down to the probation officer to let them know what was going on with you?
No, because I tried calling, but she said to get a hold of her first, but I didn't know that I couldn't have got a hold of them on the phone.
Okay.
Through the Zoom, you know.
As part of your conditions as well, you were supposed to gain employment and provide proof of that within 30 days of being placed on probation. Did you comply with that condition? Okay. And then also you were ordered to take a parenting class. Did you ever do that? Okay. I have no further questions.
Any further questions?
No further questions, no further witnesses, just argument.
All right, I'll hear argument.
Judge, I would ask the court to consider putting her back on deferred. She's had a lot of financial reversals. She hasn't been able to get her act together. It's not from a desire to be out there committing crimes and doing wrong or, creating victims. It's more, she needs assistance more than anything else. She's homeless. She didn't do what she needed to do, but she also didn't have a phone, didn't have a car, didn't have an apartment or a house or anything. So it's not as a disrespect to the system or the court, but more just a complete lack of resources on her part. So we would ask the court to consider keeping her on. If the court won't do that, we would ask the court to give her the shortest sentence possible on a class A. Could be as little as a day.
Okay. So I appreciate your defense counsel argument. I think it's a great argument, but this is what I don't understand. Why is it that people can't find resources when they're on probation, but they can find resources and rides to commit fraud because that's what you're here for, attempted fraud. So you are able to find a ride to steal from this person. And the complainant in this case, guess what? That complainant has to go out and who knows, maybe find a ride to change all of his bank accounts, to find a ride. And everybody knows how the Social Security office is. You have to go down there. And I think now you just go down there to set an appointment. They don't even see you. And then once you set an appointment, then you have to go back and you have to bring certain paperwork. And if you don't have that paperwork, they'll make you come back and then you get set off. So my question for you is, why can you find rides and resources to commit a crime, but you can't find rides or resources or pick up a phone and call probation to say, hey, I'm having issues? Explain that to the court.
I really wasn't thinking at the time, that I went and did that. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
right.
what?
I wasn't thinking right at the time, and yes, when we go to do something wrong, yeah, of course, we're gonna have a right to work, Well, I tried to have it right there, but I didn't want to go down there for anything, because I kept on calling and I tried getting a hold of them a couple of times. And
Wait a minute, you said you didn't want to go down there for a ride. Why?
I didn't want to go down there for anything because I already had called a few times. I left them my number for them to call me back and they never called me back. So I figured that they were busy, and then we're going through that COVID. So I figured that they weren't even going to allow me to get in there to see them at the time.
Okay. Is there anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is finding you guilty. Court is going to sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail, give you credit for any time served. There's a $4,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's to be no contact with Gennaro, Gennaro. Last name is, I think it's Locricio, Locriccio. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. You're gonna have to do better. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I also have another guy. I don't want to go out of order. It's Omar Herrera.
All right, you can have him brought up if you've given them the paper.
I've already conferred with the state. We have an agreement.
Okay, just give me 1 second.